It's Jack from B&T MacFarlane. Today we're going over the ultimate snow tractor, so let's get into it. We get asked this question all the time from our customers is what is the best tractor that you can get for commercial driveways? And this right here is the answer. This is what we sell to about 90% of our customers who are doing driveways commercially in the Ottawa area. It's an L6060 set up just like this. So there's lots of accessories and options that you can add to the tractor that make it kind of snow ready. A lot of people, they get a tractor, they get a blower and they're like, I'm gonna go out there and start doing driveways commercially, but there's actually quite a few safety features and safety options on this tractor and accessories that'll make your life a lot easier as an operator. Because let's face it, you're not going to be doing snow on a day like today. It's going to be 1, 2 o'clock in the morning just after a giant snowstorm. The conditions aren't going to be the best. So you want a lot of stuff up on the operator's platform to make it easier and safer for you when you're doing the driveways. So we're going to start up at the front of this tractor and go over some of the options. So I've already made a video on the L6060. I'm going to link that down below. It has some attachment specifications and some more detailed specs on the L6060 itself. Starting up at the front of the tractor, this is a must-have if you're doing commercial driveways and even in parking lots and whatever else you're doing, is a front weight kit. So if you have a heavy blower back there, especially in the winter time, it gets a little bit rocky when you're driving up the road. So you need the weights up front in order to weigh down the front. There's some other options up front. If you wanted a front blade for the tractor, that would also serve as ballast for the front of the tractor. Some commercial people, they do put a loader on these tractors. It's not very recommended because getting into tighter driveways with a loader can be a little bit tricky. What's nice about this tractor is it's short enough that you can kind of maneuver around those harder to reach spaces on people's driveways. So this is about 90% of what people get. Next up in terms of options is the front fender kit. These are a must-have when you're doing commercial driveways. When you're in the winter and going through the slush, a lot of that snow and salt will get sprayed up back into your window and you won't be able to see a thing. So these fenders on the front, they do block the snow and the salt from getting blown up onto the windshield. The L6060 is powered by a 60 horsepower diesel engine. It does have a DPF filter, so you do have to go through some regeneration processes. But when you're using this as a snow tractor, you're typically maxed out on RPMs anyways, so you don't have to go through that regeneration process a whole lot. Some features that we do add in as a dealership, we add in a block heater just in case you decide to park your tractor outside and need to plug it in. You may never have to use it, but it's there just in case. We also add what's called a pump lube kit. So this is part of the Nordic kit that gets added from Kubota. Kubota, they heavily discount that kit, and we're gonna see today there's a couple options and accessories that are included with this Nordic kit that make it very worthwhile to add. And I'd say 100% of these L6060 tractors that we sell commercially get sold with the Nordic package. So each time there's an accessory that is included in the Nordic package, I'll be sure to mention that. This is one of them. So basically what it does, it just adds extra cooling to the transmission and the engine. So when you're using this for hours on end at high RPMs, it keeps that engine nice and cool. These next few items are also included with the Nordic edition, and these items alone are, I think, what's enough to drive people to get the Nordic edition. If any of you have used a tractor in the winter without heated mirrors, you'll know how much of a pain it is to try and defrost these if you don't park it inside a heated garage. But yes, these mirrors are heated. There's a little switch inside of the cabin. You can just flip them on like you would on a newer car. And up top, you'll also see they come with LED work lights, front and rear. So that gives you a lot of brightness and a lot of light when you're using this, probably in the wee hours of the morning. And it also comes with some Nordic Edition special badging on the outside of the tractor, as well as inside up on the seat. The next item that is also included with the Nordic Special Edition is this air ride seat. It makes it extremely comfy when you're using the L6060 for long periods of time. It also comes with this rear view mirror, so you're able to see what is going on behind you. A couple notable features up here in the cab. It has got to be one of the nicest cabs that Kubota makes, but you'll notice some features that are a little bit different than a normal tractor. The L6060 has what they call a dual speed hydrostatic transmission. So you have your high, medium, and low gears over here on your left, but within each gear you also have a further high and low speeds. So you effectively have 6 gears, which makes it really handy for commercial applications because you're able to really dial in the speed if you're backing up close to garage doors, to cars, to people, or whatever you may be doing. As well, it also has auto throttle advance. Some people, they love this, some people, they hate it. Basically what it is it's a mode you can put the tractor in that'll sense the job that you're doing and automatically rev up and down on the revs in order to kind of match the application that you're doing. And then over here on my right, nice and easy to get at, are the two remotes. So that will rotate the chute and deflect the chute. Now we're around the back of the tractor and we're going to talk about some key features back here. The first one being the 3-point hitch accumulator. This is included with the Nordic Special Edition. It's basically a shock absorber for your 3-point hitch. If you've ever seen a tractor drive up the road and it's rocking like crazy, that's because it doesn't have an accumulator on the back of the tractor to kind of cushion the blow of driving around with this giant heavy implement on the back. And it's a lot easier, causes a lot less wear and tear on your tractor to have this shock absorber. The other thing you have back here are floating lift arms, and this is huge if you're a commercial snow guy. So if you've ever used a tractor before, you can put the 3-point hitch in float mode. That'll automatically follow it this way, but these floating lift arms also put the tractor in float mode, going side to side. So if you're doing somebody's driveway that's on an angle, you don't have to worry about scraping one side, digging in too hard, or leaving snow on the other side that's not touching. It'll automatically go down on an angle for you. Next up on the list are the rear remotes. So these do come standard from Kubota if you get a cabbed Grand L60 series. So on the L6060 and on the L4060, they do come with these rear remotes that power the hydraulic rotation and the hydraulic deflection of the blower. As well, these rear fenders, these are an add-on, but they're highly recommended to get when you're doing a snow tractor or using it commercially, because they stick out a little bit further than the standard factory ones, which prevent the snow from blowing up into your rear windshield there. Taking a look at the snowblower, this is probably the most common snowblower we sell on these L6060 commercial snow packages. It's an 80-inch inverted snowblower that is also galvanized from Pronovo. So that's a Canadian company made, so it's made right here in Canada. And the benefit of going with the galvanized blower is that it has a zinc finish on it so that it doesn't rust as easier. It's just a heavier duty blower for more of a commercial application. If you're using this tractor residentially, then you might not opt for that galvanized blower because it is a little bit pricey. Last thing we have to talk about are the tire choice. So this is really the only tire choice we recommend for snow tractors. They are the Nepean Hakkapeliitas, and they are probably one of the best tires you can get for your road vehicle, and it's awesome that Kubota can get these for our tractors as well. I just wanted to thank you guys for watching, and if you liked the video, remember to like and subscribe, and if you need help with parts, sales, or service, give us a call at 613-225-0555. Thank you.